The Tennessee Vols are 3-0, and these are the three craziest stats to the start of Tennessee's 2024 season. Hey guys, it's Lucas Panzica from A to Z Sports and 104.5 The Zone. 178. That's number one. That is Tennessee's combined margin of victory from the first three games of the season. That is the best mark in SEC history for a team after its first three games. You had the 69-3 win against UT Chattanooga, the 51-10 win against NC State in Charlotte, and then, of course, the 71-0 dismantling of the Kent State Golden Flashes at Neyland Stadium on Saturday. In that game alone, 71 points is a program record in the modern era, 740 total yards, also a program record, and the 10th best mark in SEC history. Look, I know it's a Kent State team that has one win since the start of 2023. It's the worst team in the MAC, and it might be the worst team to ever walk into Neyland Stadium, but the numbers do not lie. Just leave it at this. At halftime of that game, Tennessee had 65 points. Kent State had 23 total yards. Second craziest stat of Tennessee's start to the season, 50-plus points in each of the first three games. The Vols joined 2018 Alabama as the only two teams to do that in SEC history. If you go back to that Alabama team, of course, they were coming off a national championship victory in 2017, ultimately ended up losing to Clemson in the national championship that year after beating Georgia in the SEC championship. But that team was chock full of NFL players and certainly good company to be in if you're the Tennessee Vols. Third craziest stat from Tennessee's start to the season. To me, it flexes this team's biggest strength on the roster, and it might not be the guy that you're thinking of when I say that. It's this Tennessee defense that in 16 straight quarters has not allowed a touchdown. The only touchdown that this team has allowed in that span was a pick six thrown by Nico Iamaleava in that win over NC State in Charlotte. That's a streak that goes all the way back to last year. The last time Tennessee allowed a touchdown on defense was in the regular season finale in the win over Vanderbilt in 2023. You had a shutout win over Iowa in the Citrus Bowl to close out that season. And then, of course, the 3-0 start to 2024. This front seven in particular is showing that it is one of the most talented and one of the deepest in the country, headlined by future top 10 pick James Pierce Jr. But if Tennessee wants to meaningfully contend for championships this year, yes, Nico Iamaleava absolutely is going to have to power this offense, but this defense will need to continue to be the biggest strength of this roster to go with the run game that at the moment is top of the SEC in yards per game. 363 yards per game as a team through three games on the ground. If Tennessee can continue that and they get into the meat of their schedule with SEC play starting against Oklahoma on Saturday, the sky's the limit for the Tennessee Volunteers.